You think once you sign the divorce papers, you pack your things, split the furniture, and one of you walks out the door for good. Well, not us. We signed the papers in a strip mall law office. No drama. No slamming of doors. Just 2 cups of cheap coffee and a quiet, tired woman behind the desk who asked, "Are you sure?" We were sure. But the next morning, I woke up to the sound of the kettle whistling. Her mug was on the kitchen counter. My socks were still drying on the radiator. Our daughter, Emma, was late for school again. Divorced. Still living in the same house. Still arguing about the dishwasher. Still watching crime dramas together on Thursday nights like nothing ever happened. Welcome to hell? Not exactly. It's more like purgatory with Wi-Fi and joint custody. People always ask me the same thing, usually with that head tilt pity look. Oh my God. You still live with your ex? Like I told them I shower with raccoons. I mean, yes. It's weird. Yes, it's not ideal. But also, have you seen the rent in this city? We have a 10-year-old. We have a mortgage. We have history. Not the fairy tale kind. More like the kind you need therapy for, but still. And no, I don't hate him. I just don't love him the way I used to. That's the thing no one gets. The love didn't explode. It evaporated. It dried up after too many missed birthdays. Too many nights where I felt like a roommate with a better beard. Now, we're 2 people co-managing a broken home that still has to function. We trade chores like war prisoners. He cooks. I vacuum. He gets Emma ready for school. I do bedtime. And sometimes, late at night, I still hear him laugh from the living room at some dumb show. And for 1 second, I forget we're not married anymore. Then I remember. And it stings. But less than it used to. Come on, ban. Dewey de la fan 3 va 4 qua ka chuyen. We got divorced but still live together. Teep tuc jitong lan long. Hai huak. Dao don. Dam chat doi va kim suk new mot tap fim Netflix. 3 weeks after the divorce, she moved my pillow to the couch. No words. Just a soft, passive-aggressive gesture. Classic her. It wasn't mean. Just practical. That first night on the couch, I thought I'd be fine. I had snacks. I had the good blanket. I had peace. Then I heard her laughing upstairs with Emma. I heard my daughter ask, asterisk, why isn't Daddy sleeping with us anymore? Asterisk. And her answer? Because Daddy and I are on different teams now. It hit me harder than I expected. Not the divorce. Not even the sleeping arrangement. Just that phrase, different teams. She was right. We were no longer on the same side. We were just 2 people co-running a life like business partners with shared assets, and one of those assets still needed bedtime stories. We drafted something I now call the Couch Treaty. It wasn't official, but we followed it like gospel. No yelling in front of Emma. Bathroom lights off after 10 p.m. Alternate trash duty. No dating people who wear cologne/leave toothbrushes in shared spaces. And the most important clause. Don't ask, are you okay? Unless you're ready to hear the truth. Guess how often we broke that one? The dishwasher broke on a Wednesday. Not a dramatic moment, just a wheeze, a blink, and a slow, mechanical death. He stood there staring at it like someone had run over his dog. I said, asterisk, it's dead. Asterisk. He said, asterisk, maybe it's just tired. Asterisk. We both laughed harder than we had in months. Something about that moment. Us, in sweatpants, 2 tired exes standing over a pile of dirty dishes, felt more intimate than any date night we ever had. And then I remembered. This is how it always was. We were good at surviving. At coping. At laughing in chaos. But not at fixing things that mattered. We could fix a sink, change a tire, fill out tax returns. But we couldn't fix us. And the worst part? He was still kind. Still funny. Still gentle with Emma. It would have been easier if he had cheated. Or screamed. Or vanished. But instead, he stayed. He stayed through the quiet. Through the dishes. Through the broken parts. And somehow, that made it all the more painful. 2 at Lam. Cam on Ban de Dong Han. Dewey de la Fan 5 and 6. In Hung Don Chao Treo Va Suing Gam Not Qua Ka Chuyen. We got divorced, but still lived together. One night, Emma was away at a sleepover. The house was too quiet. I found her in the kitchen, sitting on the floor, eating cereal from a mixing bowl like she used to do in college. She looked up and said, asterisk, there's no milk. Asterisk. I said, we're a broken home, not barbarians, and grabbed my keys. We laughed again. Too easily, maybe. When I came back with milk, she was already in the living room watching that trashy reality show we always mocked together. She scooted over and patted the couch. Out of habit, I sat down. One episode turned into 3. Her head leaned on my shoulder. My hand almost touched hers. Almost. It felt like something was coming back. But I looked at her, really looked at her, and saw it. The quiet exhaustion in her eyes. The weight of years. We weren't in love. We were just familiar and lonely. She turned to me and whispered, "Don't." And I didn't. We sat there, side by side. 2 people who once shared everything, now sharing nothing but reruns in silence. People think divorce is about hate. It's not. It's about exhausted love. Love that's been wrung out, stretched thin, whispered into corners, and never answered. The hardest kind of love is the one that doesn't die loudly, it just fades. Like fog burning off at sunrise. There are days I miss him. Not him now. Him then. The boy who made me pancakes at 2 a.m. The man who cried when Emma was born. But we changed. And staying together for the kid meant we had to redefine what together even meant. Emma once asked, "If you're divorced, why do you still eat dinner together?" And I told her, "Because even when people stop being married, they can still be family." She nodded like it made perfect sense. Maybe to her, it did. Maybe this version of love, fractured, stretched, but still standing, is enough for now. And maybe, just maybe, when she grows up, she'll know. You can love someone and still walk away. You can fail beautifully. You can survive. Divorce doesn't always mean screaming matches and shattered plates. Sometimes it's the slow realization that the story you wrote together needs a new chapter, just not the one you planned. And maybe that's okay. Maybe the bravest thing isn't staying married. Maybe it's learning how to live on separate pages of the same book. Without burning it. New band Muon Min Bien Tap Lai Tone Bo De Lam voiceover. Jong Kacham Rai. Ngat Don Aro Wrong. Hok Tao Hin on /Nak and Fu Hop Cho Tung Fan Jong New Ban Lam Truok Du. Min Se San Song Ho Tro Teepne.